hat look crazy. Been up early, coming up with concepts. The Flatbush Famous started out one way, now it's ended up bigger than I expected. Well, I'm not gonna say bigger than I expected. It's not bigger than I expected, but this thing is really this Flatbush Famous thing is took on a whole life of itself. So that being said, I like to make sure that I do things built for expansion. So I don't want to build Flatbush Famous just to post pictures of dead people and stuff like that. I think, we all have a deeper level of understanding than just posting old pictures all day of people. You know what I mean? That's cool. But I think that I got a lot more to give. I got a lot more to offer than to be up here putting up pictures just for y'all to like, stroll by. They say that humans have a shorter attention span than the goldfish. So they say the goldfish's attention span is like 6 seconds and ours is like 5 seconds. So I'm trying to find stuff that'll captivate people within the first 5 seconds of them seeing it. Sometimes those old pictures jog our memory, but I'm not an old picture guy. I'm like a visionary. I got like so much ideas and concepts inside of me that now I'm just starting to feel like playing with it. Slowing down on a lot of other things I was doing. Yo, what up, cuz? Ty? I'm working. You're gonna be really you're gonna be satisfied from everything that I put together. So I haven't been on here in a while. I've had no reason to come up here, so I've been working. I've been shooting episodes of the podcast. I started to build that structure, and I got it clean, 4K. I got the intro song. I got everything. Now I just started Flatbush Famous TV, which now I done got all these cameras, studios, and now we're going to start going into Flatbush. I got the fucking drone. You know what I'm saying? Ow! That's my partner right there, Alex. Y'all got to pay attention to Alex. She's actually Flatbush Famous as well. She has a blog that she's going to start doing. She's going to start doing, excuse me. I don't know, Alex, is it a daily blog on Flatbush Famous or a weekly blog you doing? Alex? I don't know if it's weekly or... We doing a daily blog, right? I think Alex is doing a daily blog, so... When you click on flatbushfamous.com, you'll be able to go up there and hit certain links. You'll be able to hit the blog section. Alex is also doing she's doing what's the name, daily. So she's going to be blogging daily. So she had a show before, and I just sat down with her the other day, and we're going to sit down and recreate this show to make it super dope and just clean. And then Alex will be able to be the best version of herself. I'm not really into handcuffing people and stuff like that, but just kind of creating a platform and a community for all of us to work together and explore our talents. I don't like when people try to put a cap on other people. It happened to me, and every time somebody try to put a cap on me, I just remove myself because I'm capless. I believe I can do it all. So I've been sitting down, so we started to do it. So Alex is doing a daily blog, and then Alex, I believe she'll have her own podcast show on there. Alex, I smoke a lot of weed now, so you got to keep me. But Alex would have... Alex, what you doing, a podcast, Anna? I think Alex is doing a blog and a podcast. So what we're doing at Flatbush Famous, we're assigning people to podcast deals that are worthy of it. If you got 10, 15, 20, 30,000 followers, Alex laughing at me, you'll be able to get signed to Flatbush Famous as a podcast deal. So all I'm doing is reinventing the same thing I did in the music business. I'm doing this now. A lot of people have a voice. A lot of people want to be heard. They don't know where. 2 podcasts. Whatever she says she's doing on Flatbush Famous. So Alex has 2 podcasts, a web series, and a blog. So we're sitting down creating and cultivating and curating this dope ass Flatbush Famous. Like, what does it stand for? What does it look like? What are we doing? How do we push the envelope forward with fashion, music, and everything? Like, what the fuck? Like, how do we make Flatbush what it really is? Like, how do we do that? You know what I mean? So I've been constantly on the phone, conference calls with Alex, Crave, Roach, Leonard, myself, Lamar, and a few other people that are on this creative team. So when you see me, don't think I'm just doing Flatbush Famous. There's actually like 12 of us now that's putting this shit together. When I tell y'all next month, y'all gonna be blown away. I'm doing all original merch. Like, even now I'm sketching. Like, I don't know if y'all know, but I like to sketch and stuff. So I sketch out hoodies and, I sketch out stuff. I'm designing hoodies, stuff like that. I got my pencils. I'm up early sketching and getting creative, and I just designed 2 varsity jackets. One is called Flatbush Famous Bandits. It's crazy. one of ones. So most of my stuff is going to be expensive because it's not made to be cheap. We're trying to find best fabrics and, things like that, be exclusive. So Flatbush Famous, the t-shirts and stuff would be affordable, but there's nothing cheap about it because it's hard to produce good stuff cheap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to shoot me some sketches, Al. This is what I'm saying. So you got to think about the creativity that lies inside of a person. We all are made differently. We all have unique skills and talents and abilities to do things. Some of us can dribble, some can shoot, some can draw, some are just visionaries. So we all coming together collectively to rep Flatbush, man. So I think this is dope. But I haven't been up here in a while because I haven't really had time to be up here. But I'm gonna start making some time. But yeah, Flatbush Famous is we in the kitchen, y'all. We ain't worried about likes. We ain't about who don't like it. We ain't worried about if you like it or not. Don't worry. We're not worried about that. When we release this motherfucking monsoon, the proof is gonna be in his work, man. The proof is in his work, but we don't have to sit up here and fake and funk and we're gonna work and let our work speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm doing today I started coming up with I got a concept of United Immigrants, because Flatbush is made up of a lot of immigrants. You have Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Costa Rica, Trinity, Guyana, Barbados, and St. Vincent. And I could go on and on and on. So Flatbush is made up of a lot of immigrants, but a lot of us are legal immigrants. So I have a concept of legal immigrants. I have some hoodies coming out, some legal immigrants with all the flags I just mentioned. You'd have like a Jamaica flag, Trinity, Costa Rica, Guyana. Then that's when you have Jamaica, Barbados, whatever. Some fonts on the front, real dope embroidery. And then the back, it'll have some stuff across the back. But then I did a dollar van joint, you know what I mean? Because the dollar vans are, I got to really tap into that. I just started playing with the dollar van thing this morning. I'm going to come up with a whole hoodie and concept for dollar vans, like an action dollar van animated nigga on the back, with the smoke saying Flatbush Fly. I don't know, but I'm going to come up with something. And it's going to be fly. So I stopped buying a lot of clothes for myself, and I'm going to start wearing my own clothes. Just creating, just drawing up, getting stuff made. I do have a fashion background. I the sole owner of Soul Store in Atlanta for 10 years. In the highest grossing stores in Atlanta. So I have a lot of that on my background as far as fashion, music. I know I dabble in the music business. So there's a lot of artists in Flatbush that I'm getting all this original music from that I think we got to do something with it. So I'm going to mess around and do a Flatbush Famous mixtape and give these artists a platform. That's it, man. What else we got going on? Oh, Tales from the Bush. Tales from the Bush. We got a whole segment going titled Tales from the Bush. And it'll be telling Flatbush stories with a voiceover. It's going to be crazy, creative, and dope. When you go to the website, you'll be able to click on all these different links. You know what I mean? With Alex's podcast, you'll have my podcast, and a couple other new people that will be shooting their podcast, Flatbush Famous as well. So we have a host of people that's on Flatbush Famous, the podcast. It's just not me. My podcast, you want to click on me, click on me. You want to click on Alex, click on Alex. You want to click on whoever. The other few new innovative people we have that's getting a podcast deal. So you'll be able to click on different people podcasts on there. Some people can just set up in your house. You know what I'm saying? You can set the camera like this and we'll clean it up for you and put it up there. You know what I'm saying? But Flatbush Famous TV is crazy because we're going to be in Flatbush really shooting videos and coming up with concepts and visiting all these dudes' blocks. I ain't afraid to go nowhere. So you might see me on Regent. You might see me on Rogers. You might see me in Veer. You might see me on Parkside. Big up to all those people. Tennis court. You might see me anywhere with my camera crew. We're going to start doing these Tales from the Bush, which should be you guys' story because everybody that's Flatbush Stories. You'll be able to tell your Flatbush story. Tales from the Bush will be a voiceover. So like say Erasmus. You want to know how Erasmus got started. So it'd be like somebody doing a voiceover like Erasmus was found in 1919 by the Dutch and the this and that and the this and that. And it's going to be a whole intriguing history lesson on like Erasmus Hall High School. And then you would have Flatbush Ave, Grand Army Plaza, tennis court. I want to find out where the names come from, where they get this stuff from. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go into Flatbush Stories, and that'll be able to tell us, like somebody from tennis court to tell us a story about tennis court. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, the Caucasian people got their version of Flatbush, and then we're going to have our version of Flatbush. So we'll be shooting Flatbush Stories. So we're coming through Newkirk, Cortelia, wherever. There's a lot of guys and people we know that got a story. Everybody's Flatbush famous. See, I think people mixing the concept of a celebrity with famous. You can be famous. You can be infamous, famous. So we all Flatbush famous. I believe if you from Flatbush and somebody asks you, when you leave out of Flatbush, like my man Gabe, Jibo, you in Florida. I bet you in Florida repping that Flatbush. I bet you ain't saying, I don't care how long you been in Florida, how long I've been in Georgia. If somebody asks me where the F I'm from, Flatbush. I don't even say Brooklyn no more. Because reason why I do that too, sometimes you say Brooklyn and they say, what part? Then they say, what block? So I go straight to Flatbush. I'm from Flatbush. My name is Kev from Flatbush, because you might know somebody that know me, I might know somebody that know you. You know what I'm saying? But when I was in prison, you know what I'm saying, I was in the feds, and them niggas was strapping me down on Con Air and flying me across the country, and I was running to these niggas from Little Rock and Oakland and everybody rough. And where you from? From the bush, nigga. Where that's at? Flatbush, nigga, Brooklyn. And I repped it. So that Flatbush famous thing has resonated in my spirit further than just Instagram or Facebook. I really rep Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of scars on me, all over my body from Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? This one right here came from Front Page in the Veer. You look at this mark on my forehead. I bust my head in the Vanderveer and my babysitter on Front Page when I was 5 years old. And I had that scar on my head my whole life. Every time I think about it, I think of fucking Vanderveer. So Flatbush to me is just a melting pot of legal immigrants. Like my mother was a legal immigrant. She was illegal when she came here and got a citizenship. And to me, I watched her just be so joyful for becoming an American citizen. You know what I'm saying? But for a greater part of my mother's life, she wasn't a citizen. So when she had me, of course, I was an American citizen. My sister Tani, that's right above me. I know y'all probably know my sister Tani. It's only really me, her, and Brittany. But Tani is she's Costa Rican. So Tani was born in Costa Rica. I was born here. So my mother had left Tani with my grandmother and came over here for a better life. And she ended up having me here in Flatbush. We're there in Flatbush. I'm in Atlanta right now. So my history from Costa Rica, from all that, runs so deep. You know what I'm saying? I got some cousins in here that's Costa Rican. My cousin Tyrone, he in here. Maxine, how you doing, Maxine? She grew up with my sister and grew up with me too. So Flatbush famous, you don't have to be a celebrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Special Ed is any more Flatbush famous than me or you. I don't think that Ack or anybody I know that was a celebrity in the music, in their own genre, in their own right, they're celebrities, but being Flatbush famous ain't got nothing to do with celebrity. That shit fake. The Flatbush famous shit real. Because you had to pay your bones. I ain't just come on the internet and start saying I'm famous. I've been outside a long time, and I thank God that everybody that ever tried something with me, that tried to cut me, miss, that shot me or shot at me, had bad aim. I'm so happy for it. I thank all you guys right now, because I wouldn't be here today. I know a lot of guys that died by accident. I know a lot of guys that caught accidental murders, like closed their eyes and shot and killed somebody, and now they think they're a killer. I've never been impressed with that. But Flatbush famous is going to be something. I want to do something different. I want to add to my legacy, and I want to leave something behind. And then my kids, they're watching. You know what I mean? So, you know, from Brooklyn. Well, you know what, Alex? A lot of people are from Flatbush, though. Flatbush is, I think Flatbush. Tiff, what's up? Chucky. I think Flatbush might be the biggest part of Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's bigger than, start from past Juniors all the way down. Like, how you going to be bigger than us? All the way to Kings Plaza. Like, there's no bigger part of Brooklyn to me than Flatbush. But I think we're so known for being a Caribbean and a West Indian culture and Little Haiti and all this stuff that it takes away from us making our mark in the world. A lot of Flatbush dudes was behind the scenes on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? You can go to, like, I mean, I don't like the name drop, but we can go to so many people that was influential to music, film, fashion, just being an icon. That's from Flatbush. X-Clan from Flatbush, Brother Jay and them, they're from 25th and Clarendon. Miss Melody, she was from Flatbush from 26th and Clarendon. Karis one wife, she passed away. Rest in peace. Miss Melody, she's from Flatbush. The Flatbush Zombies is from Flatbush. Special Ed's from Flatbush. Ack, you know, it's a bunch of people. Red Cafe, Busted Melons. That was some of the musical people, and there's tons of others, you know, that I didn't name. My man Clep from Junior Mafia. There's a bunch of people that's from Flatbush. DJ Enough. There's a whole bunch of people. I go on and on about this Flatbush thing. I'm not saying that there's not a bunch from other places. I'm just saying Flatbush, to me, is the biggest part of Brooklyn. And Flatbush has probably the most history when you think about Church Avenue and those churches and Erasmus and all that stuff that these Dutch people was bringing in, and the architecture of our buildings and stuff like that. We got buildings in Flatbush that's older than probably any other part of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just touching bases today, man. I got a few things to do. I just came back inside, so I didn't know what time it is. I don't even know. Most of y'all probably just getting up. I'm just coming back in, about to run back out. But yeah, man, stay tuned for the Flatbush Famous thing. It's going to be organic. Once again, we're not here for views and likes. We're just here to be informative to the people. We're here to motivate people, give them a voice. So Flatbush Famous is something that we're just steadily cooking up. What up, Lamar? Nigga, Lamar up. He better be up, nigga. Yo. Is that Flatbush Famous? So views and likes going to come. I mean, it's just a matter of being consistent. And we're going to be consistent. We are consistent. So I'm not worried about views and likes. I think that, peace, King. I think, like I'm telling Lamar too, just having a voice and a platform and something to do. I got bored. I didn't have shit else to do. So instead of me putting all this phone call and plugging all these artists like I usually do, I just put the phone call and plug me and my people like I usually do. That's it. You know what I'm saying? The podcast is crazy. I got this guy, the next guest coming on. His name is Leroy. I can't remember. Storm Leroy. That's the guy's name. Storm Leroy. I think he's from Brooklyn. I like to say maybe Flatbush or Brownsville. And Storm Leroy, follow him on Instagram. Storm Leroy, Leroy. I think it's Storm or it's Leroy Storm. It's one of the two. Check. Interesting, real interesting story. And when me and him sit down, it's gonna be a fucking icon. Fuck this Flatbush shit. It's gonna be an iconic fucking episode. Cause this guy knows a lot about real estate, LLCs. I'm talking about all that shit that y'all need to fucking hear. And then I know that shit too. So we gonna sit the fuck down. And I'm already prepping. I got another book. I'm prepping for certain guests. See all these books? These are the books I've been writing, questions, and prepping, you know what I'm saying, for my guests. This is the varsity jacket I sketched up yesterday, freehanded, just getting crazy with it. Wait till y'all see this varsity jacket. I got the bandit right here. He's a Flatbush bandit. He has a bandana on his face like this, covering his eyes, some real Flatbush bandit stuff. This jacket is gonna have a black body, orange sleeves, with black and orange ribbon around the waist and the cuffs. It's gonna have number 11 here. That's just my favorite number. My birthday's 11/11. So it's gonna have that. It's gonna have 2 F's right here. This is gonna be white with orange trimming for Flatbush Famous. The bandit, I think he has on a red bandana. Over here, I just found a couple more patches that I want to put on here. That's why I had a question mark. This jacket right here cost me so far, I'm about $600 into building this jacket. But I'm gonna wear it myself, but I'm about $600. Angel number. Yo, Carlton, what's up, Carl? Peace, King. Another person that watched me grow up, like really know me. What's up, Carlton? Good morning to you, my brother. So yeah, I did the Flatbush Bandits, and then across the back it has a big old bandits. I'm gonna have them put Flatbush Famous in the bandits. So this varsity jacket is gonna kind of be like what we doing? It'd be like a stickball champion. You know, remember we used to play stickball, so it's gonna be a stickball varsity jacket. When y'all see me, you say, "Oh, that shit hard." I know, but watch this. Just see what I'm doing, and watch when the jacket is done. So yeah, morning, Carl. He grew up with my sister Tani too. Carl, he grew up with me too. My mother know. So I like to refer to people like that really know me and know my mother. Like Carl, he remember my mother. That's how long he know me. So if you know my mother when she was alive, then you know me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So Leroy Storm, go to Instagram right now or whatever. Leroy Storm or Storm Leroy, and check this dude out. Me and him got an episode we're gonna shoot next week on multiple LLCs, multiple streams of income, paying taxes. This guy's story was, check this out. He worked for Verizon or NYNEX, the phone company. I know the phone company in New York. You know, niggas was getting a lot of money at that phone company at one point. I remember niggas was making $90,000 a year, all of that shit. I am Storm Leroy. That's his IG. Everybody look right there. If you're in here or if you're going to be in here later, because I know there's only a couple of people in here, I am Storm Leroy. When me and this dude sit down, it's going to be fucking brain meets brain, fucking fireworks is gonna fly. I advise you, if you want to start your own business, if you want to get into real estate, which everybody here should be into real estate, buy a house. Don't look at it like I'm buying my first house. Look at it like I'm starting my first business. You know what I'm saying? Get you 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could do something once, you could do it twice. You could do 2, you could do 4, you could do 8. So with him, we're going to sit down and chop it up about LLCs. We're going to sit up and chop it up about, which everybody should have an LLC. I mean, you are an LLC, your own limited liability corporation or company, right? So you should have an LLC anyway. I want to show how to move with business credit. I want to show you that you don't need a 800 credit score, 850 and all that bullshit. You can rock out with a 685, 680, 700 and go to the top with it. It's just about being disciplined. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are not disciplined. Discipline is just having self rules and being able to govern yourself for a higher goal, to achieve a higher goal. That's all self-discipline is. A lot of people don't have discipline. You know what I'm saying? I called this guy this morning that I know shouldn't be fucking sleep. Damn, I gotta call the people. I know shouldn't be sleeping. I called them. He's like, hello? I said, how the fuck are you sleep? Me and them supposed to do something. Last night, I couldn't fucking sleep because I couldn't sleep. Think about this motherfucker. So I waited till 10 o'clock. Yeah, I called him about 10 o'clock, 10:10, and I called him, and he was fucking asleep. And I done took my fucking dog to the spa. I done motherfucking dropped my kids off. I done cleaned up. I done shed it. I done sketched up a fucking jacket, a hoodie this morning. I sketched up a hoodie. Like, how you sleep? I can't sleep. I'm too creative. I think. I'm getting ready to start now. Call the guy when I get off here. The website is being built. I got to go pick up the Flatbush Famous, the logo t-shirts. Alex, I got to send you some shirts. I'll call you offline. I don't know why I'm even talking to you like I don't know how to fucking get in contact. But Alex, I'm about to go pick up the Flatbush Famous t-shirts. The one with the big logo. I'm going to wear the shit out of those. So I'm going to send you some, Alex. I got to get you a box so you can send to your people as well. So I'll probably hit you about 12. I only got like 60 of them done right now. It's the first sample run. For us, for me, you, Alex, for the crew, but I'm gonna give you 12, and everybody get 12, and then we'll be able to disperse them to our people, and then till the next order come in. I got the other ones too, Alex. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Flatbush Famous, I had those for about a week. I haven't posted them yet. I got 2 varsity jackets, different style. Alex, I gotta make your varsity jacket. Yeah, Carlton. Yeah, it's gonna be on FlatbushFamous.com. We're gonna make this real simple because we tying everything in. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you. Everybody that know me, when this thing goes and we up 100, 200, 300,000 views and followers, because that's what's going to go, I want you to remember this moment. I want you to remember this fucking moment when I was on live, December, whatever, in the morning. I told y'all what's about to happen. I do this all the time. I always tell them, yo, but FlatbushFamous.com. Everything on there. It's going to be, this website is equivalent to Hot 97 website. So if you see how you go with Hot 97, you can click on what you want to click on. That's the same thing. I'm not going to hide my talent or bury my talent, because that's not what the Bible tell me to do. But I also want to be able to help other people have their voice being heard. You know what I'm saying? I want to interact with Storm Leroy on these dudes. I want to sit down and get into the best of this shit. See what's up. Let's go mind for mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sharp too. So